turning up the heat. T-Will on the mic, can't accept defeat. My ATL sports show, he's running the game. Atlanta Falcons fly high, you know the name. In the heart of the A, where the pride runs deep. From the Braves to the Falcons, he's keeping it real, no sleep. He's got the scoop, every player, every play. Bringing the thunder every single day. T-Will, shining bright on the airwaves, bringing sports tonight. Atlanta heart with the soul so free. My ATL sports show, it's the place to be. T-Will, taking flight. Falcons and Braves, yeah, we're feeling right. So bring that energy, let the city resonate. With T-Will on the mic, we're gonna celebrate.
All right. Welcome, ATL sports fans, UGA sports fans, to a very, very special interview this evening. This lovely young lady with me is, you may as well say, a member of the family. She attends the University of Georgia, and she is a track and field athlete. I have known her since she was maybe in the fourth grade. Her name is Miss T'oni Birden, and I hope you guys give her a very, very, very special welcome. Miss T'oni, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I've had my caffeine. I think I got an hour and a half in me, and we are good to go. I've been looking forward to this.
Me too.
And we got a fan in the chat group. We got Yuri. What up, Yuri? How you doing? Welcome. Go Dogs. Go Dogs. Go Dogs. You cannot be from here and not say Go Dogs. And it's not Go Dogs. It's Go Dogs. Go Dogs. We got the birdcage in here. What up? What up, Ryan? Ryan, what up? Ryan, the historian. What's going on, man? National champs, yes. All right, so now I gotta take a minute to big up this lady. Okay? So I have known this young lady for the better part. Can I tell? Like,
yeah, go ahead.
I don't know how you feel about it. I don't know. All right, so this young lady has been dating my son for the better part for years. Okay, so she's kind of like family. Okay, she is family.
I am.
She is family. So I've known her all her life. Now, first time I see her in a track meet, I'm going to ask her this question later. But darn it, I'm going to tell a story. First time I see her, all right? Y'all know T-Will. I go to this track meet because my son went. And quite candidly, I'm watching kids run, and I'm bored, okay? I'm bored. And there's this 100-meter race. And they take off. And those of you who know T-Will, y'all know I could run back in the day. I can't run anymore because I can't see my shoes. But back in the day, I could run. I was fast, okay? So I've always liked people who could run. So T'oni, the young lady in front of you, is in this race. Okay. She takes off. There's another girl racing, and this girl must have been in front of you, T'oni, by like 12 feet. And I'm like, I literally 12 to 15 feet. And I'm like, it's over. Okay. And all of a sudden, and I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it, but I saw it, so I believe it. T'oni takes off, really, really starts putting it in high gear. Okay, walks the girl down and beats her by like 5 feet. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Now, mind you, you're talking to somebody that's only lost 3 races in his life. Okay, I've won over 100. I'm that dude, or at least I was. I'm retired because I'm fat and old. I can't run anymore. Father time is cruel. But I'm just saying, I've given the business to a lot of people. Okay? I've dished out some humiliation to a lot of people. And I have never seen somebody come from 12 to 15 feet back and do that, man. And she's so sick of hearing this story. She's so sick of hearing this. I know she is, but I don't care because I've never seen it anymore. So, T'oni, welcome. Look, I've never seen anything like that. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. And I wouldn't be doing it justice if we didn't start the show that way. So first and foremost, I'm going to get you comfortable. We're going to do an exercise called 2 Truths, 1 Lie. It's a little bit of an icebreaker. We also got Jordan Birden in here. What up, Jordan? How you doing? Hopefully all is well. We got Night 7 Productions. T'oni is in the house. NYC loves you. I hear you. And Jordan is my friend, T'oni, and the reason I misspelled your name. See, his last name is spelled B-U-R-D-N.
Okay.
Yours is B-I-R-D-N. So B-I-R-D-E-N.
Yes.
Anyway, T'oni, the mic is yours. Give me 2 truths and 1 lie, and the chat and I have to guess the lie. So, give me 3 things about you, and we got to guess. Go ahead.
Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna give is I started track at 5 years old.
Okay.
The second thing I'm gonna give is I had a dog named Beauty.
Okay.
And the third thing that I'm gonna give is I am the oldest sibling.
I know the third thing is true. You probably did start running track at 5, so I'm going to go with the second one, that your dog is not named Beauty. Am I correct?
Are we gonna let the chat guess or no?
I don't know. Guys, go ahead and guess. Guess what it is, and I guess she'll tell you once we get into it. We got Raymond Collins. What up, y'all? Woof, woof. What up, Raymond? How you doing? So, Night 7 tells me I'm wrong. Okay, so then it must have been the first one. So when did you start running track?
The wrong one is that I'm not the oldest sibling. I'm the middle sibling.
Say what?
Yes.
I thought you were the oldest.
No. Imani is older than me. Yes.
What? You mean to tell me for like 8-9 years? Wait.
Okay, but to be fair, everybody thinks that I'm older than Imani, so that's why.
That is insane, man. Wow. Okay, you have blown my mind. My mind is blown. All right, so let's get into it.
Yes.
Give me an example or describe a typical day for you during track season from start to finish. So you're in school, it's Monday, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Go. What's it like for you?
So I wake up. I live off campus, so I usually have to get up a little bit earlier than if I stayed on campus. Get up, get ready for class, but I really just get ready for practice because the whole day just starts from once I'm home, I don't come back home. So I get ready. I just put on my practice gear. And my first class is usually at 9. So I try to get to the facility. We have something called Grab and Go. And they do breakfast and they get snacks and they have meals throughout the day. So I try to get there for breakfast in the morning to grab something. And then my first class is usually at like 9:10. I have class until probably like 10 something. And then I go back to the facility where we have our locker room, usually chill out, speak to my teammates, do a little bit of homework because after practice, I usually don't feel like doing anything. So I try to do it during the day. I usually would probably have another class. So I would probably get lunch and then go to my second class and then come back to the facility for practice, have practice for about like 2 to 3 hours, 2 hours. And then after practice on the track, we'll have weights. Weights will be like an hour. And then after that, probably try to get something to eat with my teammates and then go back home and try to wind it down for the next day.
And what time do you typically get back around home?
Maybe like 6, 7-ish.
So you are exhausted by the time you get home, huh?
Yes,
Oh,
very
man.
much.
Oh man, that's hey man, that's college life. But look, you've obviously been doing well because, and I'm gonna let me bring this up, right? So you started your collegiate career at West Georgia.
Yes.
And you attained the achievement of Field Athlete of the Year?
Yes.
Excuse me? Tell us about that and what does that mean? What does that entail? And what'd you have to go through to get there. Let's talk about that for a sec.
Getting there to the field athlete of the year took a lot of adversity for me. Coming out of high school, I didn't have any offers. I was doing a lot of sports, and I knew I wanted to be at the next level with track, but I also wanted it with. I know we're gonna get there with other sports as well, but coming in my freshman year was like a year just of grind, and I knew that if I wanted to achieve something like this, I knew it was going to take a lot of hard work. So my first year was kind of like a year of growth, a year of learning, and then the second year I just felt it. Like the first day of practice, I knew that it was going to be a good year, and everything just continued to like overflow with blessings. And I luckily got field athlete of the year after the achievements that I made.
No, it wasn't luck. I'm gonna stop you there. It wasn't luck.
It was all God.
It was, but it was you had to do it. You were the vessel. You got to carry it through. So
Yes.
what you said something about learning. What did you learn your first year? Like give me two things that you learned in any category regarding track or field or whatever. What did you learn your first year that you applied your second year?
My first year, I feel like I know you said two words, but it was a lot.
I mean, it can be two things. It doesn't matter. Just give me
Yeah,
what you learned.
it was
It
a
doesn't.
lot. Because I was, even though I feel like I was very mature, I still had to get in that maturity level of like knowing that like I'm at a different level. Like I'm in college now. There's so many people that are jumping further. Everybody's good when you're in college.
Right.
So I had to learn that like it's you and your own path, and even though you want these achievements so early, you have to just trust in the process. And like my freshman year, like my teammates that were going to nationals and stuff, I wanted to be right there, but my numbers didn't come through, and I just told myself like, okay, this summer I have to grind, I have to work, I have to work early. I had to, when people are not in the gym, I have to be in the gym. I had to start my season early in order to get the achievements that I want to achieve.
Okay, so you learned that it was going to take more than you were accustomed to giving. You had to step your game up, so to speak. Okay, that's fair. Now, T'oni, as long as I've known you, you've been playing a sport. You participated in track, volleyball, and even flag football throughout your athletic career. Which sport for you was the most challenging, and tell us why?
I definitely think that track has been the most challenging. Even though volleyball was a little challenging because it was something new for me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was just something that was natural. Also, flag football, like I had the speed, so it was very natural. Track, I went from running to being my first year. I went to being a heptathlete. So that was something completely new. I didn't do shot put. I didn't know how to do all that stuff, and I had to learn all that. And then now going into just being a field athlete, it just took a lot of trust, not only in myself but in my coaches, and just a lot of like, I feel like it took a lot of athleticism, because like I didn't think I would be like 5 years ago. I never thought I would be sitting here being a long jump triple jumper. Like it took a lot of changes to be where I am now, and track is not easy. Like it's not easy. It's not for the weak. So it's definitely the most challenging.
Okay. And for those of us who do not know what a heptathlete is, can you define that for us or tell us what that is?
Yes. So for us heptathletes, we have an indoor and outdoor season in track. Indoor season, we do the pentathlon, which is only 5 events. That consists of the 200, shot put, high jump, long jump, and the 800.
Okay.
And then outdoor is all those 5 events, but then you add javelin and you add the 100 hurdles. I left something out. But yeah, you add that into outdoor, and it consists of 2 days, 7 events, and yeah, it's definitely tough because you got to be around it.
Okay. All right. Well, BET Awards were on last night or the night before, whenever. My daughter Maya, Maya, she loves BET Awards, so they were all watching it. Did you get a chance to see it, perhaps?
So I didn't see it, but when you're basically on TikTok and everything, you're watching it basically.
Okay.
So I want to watch it, but I basically watched it and I like what I saw.
Who was your favorite performer on there for this year?
I feel like off of what I saw, I really liked how T.I. was up there. Like,
oh, okay.
I like that a lot.
Oh,
like,
so no
old BET.
Okay, so no, where them fans at? None of that. Where them fans at? None of that. No. Okay. All right.
Nice,
where them fans at? Huh?
I said it was nice to see where them fans at on there, but you gotta give it to the OGs, man.
Okay, respect. I hear you. I hear you. I can dig it.
How about you? Who was your favorite?
I didn't watch it. I was doing a podcast on the movie Straw, so I didn't see it. But I will go back and check it out. So, who would you consider your role model in track and field? I know everybody has somebody that they look up to. Can you give me two people that in the specific field of track and field have really helped you to grow and reach your achievements?
Yes. Okay, so I have two that I can think of on the top of my head. I have really three that's like on the top of my head. So first one is like an OG, Allison Felix. Like I always looked up to her, always watched her.
Okay.
Kind of like with me growing up, that was like the athlete that was like that athlete.
Okay.
So I just admire how like she was a grinder. Like she never gave up, even though she was always winning and stuff. Like it took a lot of hard work for her, and she showcased that.
Okay.
For me, for my specific event, I look up to Tara Davis. She's a long jumper. I just love how she just goes out there and has fun. She just loves what she does. Like she just enjoys every moment of it, and she wins on top of it. So I just love watching her compete and just have fun doing it, And then Sydney McLaughlin, she's just the OG. Even though she has been in it for a while, but like off of what she's done these years, like she's considered a legend to me. And like watching her, like how she keeps faith first in the sport, like, and she's not afraid to showcase that, all the adversity that she's been through. I just love watching her compete as well.
T'oni, give me 1 sec. I got a little monster up here. I think she heard your voice.
Oh.
Come on, Claire. Put your Cheetos down.
Hey, Claire. Hey.
Hold on, let me put you in the camera. She's a ham. That's all she came up here for, because I put her on one of my previous shows. All right, Claire, tell America hello, you little ham. Tell Miss T'oni hello.
Hey, Miss T'oni.
Say congratulations on your success.
Did she graduate?
No, we're not talking about. Say congratulations on your success.
Congratulations on your success.
Say Uncle Terry's awesome. I'm just kidding.
Yes, he is awesome.
Uncle Terry's awesome. All right. Now you got to go. All right. I got to do the interview. Thank you, Claire. Take your bag of Cheetos. I will be down later. Okay. All right. Thank you, Claire. I know, sweetie. I'm doing the interview. I'll get back to you. Okay. All right. Sorry, America. That was my niece. She apparently, doesn't care. She just want to come up and be on Uncle Terry's show. So sorry about that. Kids don't care. Kids, man. Claire's a sweet girl. All right. So your career began at West Georgia. Now you are at the University of Georgia. That does not happen every day. That does not happen very often. They had to think a whole heck of a lot of you to allow it. And obviously, for you to win Field Athlete of the Year, that probably helped. Talk to me about that process. And were you I know you dominated West Georgia, but was there a part of you that was like, I'm going with the big league. I'm in the big leagues now. Like, can I do it? Can you talk through that? Was there Did you have to have some conversations with yourself to build your confidence, or were you like, man, I got swag, I got it? Like, give me your thoughts.
Yeah, so definitely going from a Division 2 to a big league Division 1 is like a journey in itself. Um, I definitely, when I was looking to where I wanted to be, I knew, okay, I'm going to get in transfer portal. But in my thoughts, I was like, if I'm going to go, I knew I didn't want to stay in D2. I know I wanted to go D1. And when the opportunity presented itself and I could go to Georgia, I knew if I was going to go D1, I might as well go D1. Because then I would look back and have regrets that I didn't go this place or didn't go that place. Like, it's going to be hard wherever you go. So go ahead and just do it. So that's kind of what I told myself. Of course, you always have like the little doubts and the little enemy in the back of your head trying to tell you that you can't do it. But like, I had the best support system around me that told me, like, you're built for this. Like, you've been in tougher shoes throughout your career, and you can do that. So I did it.
Okay, you did it, and you did it well.
Thank you.
So in this photograph, I see an SEC outdoor championship. So not only were you athlete of the year, I did say year, not month, not week, not day, not summer solstice. Talk to me about this SEC outdoor championship, man. What was that like?
The SEC championship was a meet. Because this season has been a lot. I can't even lie. I'm going to be very honest and vulnerable.
Aren't you on the team?
Yes.
Then that was you.
Yes, I know.
Okay. Then that was you. You're on the team.
Yeah,
right?
No, that's my SEC championship.
You are accredited with a championship, are you not?
Definitely.
All right, then I need you to say it with your chest. All right. Yes. I need you to say it. I need you to say it like you mean it. Yes. I need you to say, I said it, I meant it, I'm here to represent it, doggone it. Now, SEC championship, let's talk about it. What happened? Talk to me.
We knew going into the SEC championship, it was just talks from the beginning of the year. Like, we was like, we have SECs in our bag. Like, even we talk about nationals, like, we know that we can go out there and win. We just had to put it together. And when we got to Kentucky, you could just feel it. Everybody just felt it. Like, before even competing, like, the energy was there. Our team chemistry is just so, like, amazing. Like, we knew that we was going to pull it off. And, like, throughout each day, when one fell, somebody else took up, and we just came together as a team to push through. And this was just such a big accomplishment because, like, we see how hard we work for it each day at practice, and to just be there and, like, encourage each other, cheer each other on, and get a ring, like, it's just amazing. Making history, it's amazing.
Hey, man, the ring is the thing. So let me ask you this. When you won, did you laugh? Did you cry? Did you smile? Like, were there little tears? Like, just talk to me about that feeling. Now, again, T. Will wasn't always old and fat. Yes, I did speak of myself in third person. You know, I won some rec league championships back in the day. I would imagine it's nothing like winning at a Division I school, but talk to me about that euphoric moment when it's over and you got the championship. Like, did you laugh, cry, smile? Like, what happened? What was that like for you?
So me and my team, because it really comes down to the 4x4, but we was in such good standing that before the 4x4 we knew. So, like, we were all just in the stands, like, just really taking it all in, making TikToks, like, just preparing for the moment that once that 4x4 ends, we can run onto the field and get the confetti and all that. So we were all just, like, just smiling ear to ear, people emotional, just hugging each other, just, like, really just giving each other the love, because, like, we really did it. Like, being in the moment, it's like, we really did this. Like, you
got the ring and nobody can ever take it from you. You got the ring. No, yes. Nobody can ever take it from you. So it is yours.
Yes.
So typically on the championship teams that I've been on, everybody accepts their role. There's typically somebody that keeps you loose, that makes you laugh. There's also somebody that keeps folks in line. Do you guys have that team dynamic? Is there someone on your team that's like, all right, y'all, let's get it together, let's go? And then is there, do you guys have like a class clown on your team as well who keeps you loose? Like, talk about that team dynamic for me.
Yeah.
For you. For us.
For us, right? For track, I feel like it's a little bit different than like a team sport because even though it's team, it's still individual.
Okay.
So we all have our different event groups, and even though we're all together, we're kind of separate. So having that leader for each group is very important. I feel like for me personally, I take that role in our jumps crew. So like I'm able to like keep us on track, but also loosen us up a little bit. But every event I feel like has that leader, and our head coach, she don't play. So it's like she does a lot of the getting in our butt enough. So like us leaders in each event, like we just try to loosen it up, making it fun for like us to compete.
So you don't have to be the bad guy. I get it. I get it. We got DSGB Hall in the chat. DSGB says, T-Will, don't miss Go Dogs. Go Dogs! What up, DSGB?
Go Dogs!
So I know when I played football specifically, I don't miss running up and down because I can't do it anymore. My back hurts. But I do miss the conversations. I miss the camaraderie. I miss talking about somebody's mama in the huddle. Like, that was fun. That was, the camaraderie on any team is second to none. And I know you know this, but you will form bonds that will probably extend throughout your life. Not with everybody, but there will be some folks that you will keep in touch with. Talk to me about the camaraderie that you experienced with some of these folks and the bonds that you've made. Yes.
This year, I don't know. It was like such an eye opener because you are at a D2, right? You see this now the Nationals is on live television. You see these people running, and you come into a program not knowing how you're gonna mesh with people. And I came in just hoping for the best, that we all would get along and we all would just, be a great team together. But you really never know in the back of your head. And that's the best thing that I could even say is that this team is such a family. I've created so many bonds that you would create these bonds in 5 years that I created in a year. And it's it's such a good thing because with this type of sport, you're dying at practice. There's so many the next person always wants to be better, and it's always a competition. But to have that love and have that family oriented team, it's the closest thing that you can have for moments like the SEC championship. You need that.
Yeah, I would imagine winning brings you closer because winning cures everything. So amen. I get it. Now, some podcast friends of mine or my podcast family, we have a debate that's been going on for quite a while, and I need your help to settle it. And it's a very serious issue in our country right now. It's very serious, and that is Coke or Pepsi. You got to choose one.
Oh my God.
What are you choosing?
So I'm gonna go with Coke.
That's okay.
I've never really had Pepsi.
I do both. I'm talking trash, but I don't care. I'll drink Coke, Pepsi, whatever.
Whatever is right there.
It's right there, right? So I think I got into it with one of my podcasts because she was like, well, no, you have to make a choice. And I'm like, I'm not doing what you. She's like, no, you're either Coke or Pepsi. So she put me in a box. So whatever.
So what did you choose?
I've chosen both. I'm not gonna. I don't accept the question. Whichever one's there, because there's some restaurants. And by the way, my brother does call me drive-through for obvious reasons. Night 7 says messing up sponsorship. Well, hey, I said that. She said what? Look, and Pepsi might offer her a sponsorship, so maybe she should have said both. I don't know. But no, I mean whatever's in reach, man. It's fine. But there's some restaurants you go through, they only have Pepsi products. Some only have Coke. So, you as a drive-through connoisseur, I've learned to do both. That's all I'll say. What is your all-time favorite movie and why?
This is a good question.
Uh-oh. Well, just give me the first one that comes to mind.
First one that comes to mind is probably Love and Basketball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll play you for your heart.
Yeah, it's like you can't go wrong with Love and Basketball. You put that on, everybody loves that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What's your answer?
Man, I don't. It depends on what day you ask me. I don't know that there's one movie, but I mean, if I gotta go from a list, sheesh. Dang it. Well, you know what? I guess on my top 5, one of them would probably be The Dark Knight, Batman: The Dark Knight, because that movie is so good. If it were not a superhero movie, it would have won an Oscar. It should have won an Oscar. It just didn't because of the superhero moniker. But great movie, great plot, great cast, brilliantly directed. So that's just me, but it's cool. So let me ask you this: you're in track now. You cool as Dre says, do the Joker. I'm not doing the Joker. Cool as Dre. I'm not doing that. The victim gets all crazy in the head, Anyway, so I'm like a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do. No, I'm kidding. All right, so. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
So I'm going to speak it because I want to go pro. So 5 years, I see myself going pro. I also just want to like open up businesses, like just getting that wealth going. But definitely see myself going pro.
Okay. Does pro include the Olympics or is it just pro?
Oh yeah, that's in 4 years. So
okay.
LA 2020, 2028. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in 4
All
years.
Right. When you compete, now my dad and I would often have discussions, and we did not always agree. We often did not agree because he would say, "Son, it's about how you play the game. At the end of the day, if you can hold your head up high and shake hands, it's about how you play the game." And I was like, "No, Dad, it's about if you win. Nothing else matters but winning." Now, I don't know that anyone is right, but as an athlete who's about to go pro, what's more important to you? How you play the game or winning? In other words, if you came out and you won first in every event, but your team sucked, and you lost every event, are you okay with that? Or would you rather win some and win, I don't know, an SEC championship? Like, what's more important to you? Give me your thoughts on that.
For me, I feel like win some, lose some is like you have to. Like, there's no way to learn. There's no way to build if you don't lose. Just even in the big moments, like you had to lose sometimes to come back out on top. Yeah, like I just don't see like just winning all the time, and like even if your team sucks and you're winning, like that's fine too. But I don't know, everything is like together. Like you have to, it's not just you in everything. Like, you have to see that it's you and your teammate. And especially with track, you got 4x4s, 4x1s. Like it's not just individual even in the individual sports, it's not just individual. Yeah.
Okay. I can dig it. Dig it. Like I say, my dad and I would often have conversations and I would be like, "But we lost. Great. I want to win, Dad. I'm sick of this team. We suck. Tired of losing." Whatever. Some things are out of your control. Okay. So, what's the best prank you've ever experienced or played on someone? I mean, the actual best one.
Prank?
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like I've had some low down pranks on me. Like,
Well, that if it's something you can share it with us. Which was the best prank that was played on you?
I don't know. Like, to think on the top of my head.
You can't mean you can't share. Okay, I got you. I understand.
No, I'm just trying to think of something like my sisters have done. Like,
Okay.
I'm trying to do some lame stuff sometimes.
Okay. Okay. Well, you know, sisters are that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What would you say is your superpower, or what is that trait in you that people would say is a superpower, something you do extremely well?
Definitely.
Doesn't have to be sports related, just something you do extremely well.
I would say leadership, because even with sports or even like at my job or anywhere, like I just take that leadership role on my back. I don't know why, but it's just on me.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Speaking of leadership, this is so funny. So when I wrote this question, I really thought you were the oldest, but
Oh,
you're
me?
not. Yes, but I'm going to ask you the question anyway.
Okay.
As one of three sisters who are, you are obviously doing this, are there any more potential track stars in the Birden family, or are you the only one?
Unfortunately, I'm the only one.
Okay, well, it's
But I have my sister, my younger sister. She's a volleyball athlete.
That's right.
Yeah,
And she's pretty good at it, right?
she's doing her thing. They're going to AAUs in this month, and then they go to Dallas, Texas for nationals. And she just left from a camp at UGA, so she's doing her thing with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the next question, I'm going somewhere, but I have to provide this to you in context.
Right.
Okay. So, although my last name is Wilson, my born last name is Parker. And I have two brothers. My one brother is a Parker. My other brother is a Wilson, but we're both blood related. But either way, the Parkers are very, 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 very fast people. Just fast. Okay. And as I stated, I've only lost 3 races in my life. This story is about one of them. Okay. So I got to be in my late 20s. I go to visit my brother Eric, who I had just met a couple of years before. And I was just meeting my cousins, Bob and Steve, and somebody else that was there, maybe their roommate. And we're playing spades. And I'm very gregarious, and I like to talk trash. I love to talk trash. Talking trash is fun. So we're playing spades, and I'm like, somebody brings up running or fast or whatever. And I was like, really, I don't even know why y'all brought it up, because there's not a person in here. There's not a person in here. And I said it with my whole chest. I said it like, there's not a person in here who could take me. Not a one. Okay? Enter my cousin Bob. Now, Bob is 6'5", good looking, built like an Adonis. And my brother was trying to give me the hint, and I just didn't catch it. I was like, Bob, because I had just gotten off work, I got my shoes in the car. You need me to show and prove. I can do it.
Right.
What took place subsequently thereafter was the worst ass whooping that any athlete could ever suffer. Let me tell you something. Bob is the fastest person I've ever seen in my life. Bob is a superhero. That dude is fast. I've only lost 3 races in my life, and Bob broke me. Because I felt like after that, like I didn't belong on a flight. I always, as an athlete, the only thing that you have is confidence.
Right.
And when somebody messes with that, after, like, it took me 6 months to get over that. It was trauma. But I bring it up to say that watching him run was impressive.
Mm.
I mean, it was God-given ability. I had never seen anything like that. I had lost 2 races prior to that, and it was by an inch. Bob, I'm not going to say how bad Bob beat me, but Bob beat me by a lot. Okay, it was a lot. It was an ass whooping. It was an
Right.
ass whooping 3 times. So, what is the most impressive thing? Right now that we know the context, what is the most impressive thing that you've seen someone do in track and field live, where it doesn't have to be your teammate, it can be somebody you were competing against, but what is the most impressive thing that you've seen someone do?
Mm. Okay.
Make you think, huh?
Yeah. Because I can think of like something that's like, okay, that's slight. But like, I remember I watched a 4x4. I can't remember what year this was.
Okay.
And I can't remember what team it was, but it was at nationals for college. And they were like, I want to say in like 4th. Like, you know how like, I don't know if you know, like on that 4x4, like you kind of have like gaps in
Yeah.
between.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the top 3 were kind of like in that first gap, and she was like in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And she came all the way around and she beat every single one of them. And it was like, I don't know how she did that, but like I know the people that she was racing against, like they had to feel that. They felt that definitely.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sure that girl in 6th grade felt that.
Right.
I'm sure she did, because I was there and I still don't believe what
That's
I
the
felt.
same type of moment. But in a 400, I mean, yes, you have more time to like gain that coverage back, but
Yeah.
just to see it is like, wow.
Yeah. Because honestly, I'm sitting here watching it because Zach had been talking about you, and I'm like, she getting her ass whooped. I don't know what he talking about. I was talking shit about. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're family now. I was like, I don't know what he talking about. She getting. Oh my god! And it's like you heard me, right?
Right.
It's like the universe was like, Mr. Wilson is talking shit about you. Like you just.
I never do well with that.
And all of a sudden, you started kicking it into gear.
Yeah.
And I'm watching this, and I'm eating food, and I'm watching it like, and I'm like, I know she's not gonna catch it, because if you remember, it was not that much time, it was not that much space left.
No.
Like you literally caught her 5 feet from the finish line, and you beat her by 5 feet. Like you had some jets in your shoes, and I talk about it because I've never seen anything like that. I mean, Bob beat me like that, but Bob beat me the whole race. Like I never had a chance.
Right.
The way you did that was phenomenal. And I gotta be honest, I knew at that point that you were special, because I haven't seen a whole lot of folks do that.
Yeah.
Like you, I don't know what kicked in you. I don't know if you were running for your life. I don't know what was going on in your mind. I don't know if your mother had promised you snacks or something and you really wanted those. I don't know what it was. But I have never seen anything like that. Like that was just phenomenal. So that's why I brought it up. Being a college athlete and representing for not only you, but also your family can be, as the young folks say, hella stressful. How do you deal with that? Like, what are your coping methodologies?
Honestly, it can be stressful for a lot of people, especially like if you had siblings or your parents or somebody has been in that playing field before, trying to live up to those standards. But like the type of support I have behind me is so encouraging, and it doesn't leave me in a stressful field. Like if I do good, they're like supporting me. If I have a bad day, they're supporting me. And it's like that takes a lot for being an athlete, because there's like so many like especially at this level, is so much pressure on you already at this level. So like having like a family that supports you through the good or the bad, it is the best thing that I could really have.
Okay. All right.
So I
Good,
tend not
good.
to feel stressed
You
with
said
my
what?
family. I said I tend not to feel stressed with my family. It's like more like I feel like it's more personal, like me versus me, like trying to get out of my own head, you know?
Ti versus Tip. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It was a joke. Okay, so
No, but yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Talk about the impact that your parents and of course your nana
Mhm.
has had on your life.
Yes. Um, the biggest impact. They've sacrificed so much for me to be where I am today.
Mhm.
Um, now that I'm older, I'm actually here to like see it, and I see everything that I've just all the love and the support that they push behind me to be where I am today. And that is so important for any child or any person trying to achieve something like this. Like it takes the foundation. So them being like my inspiration, especially my nana too, like she doesn't miss a game. If she can be there, she's there. A meet, if she can be there, she's watching it on TV, like sending me my prayers. Even my uncle, he's in the chat too, like sending me prayers, every single one of them. They're pushing me to just be the best I can be, knowing that even if I have a good day or bad day, like I said before, like they showed me that at a young age when I started competing so young, because I started at 5. So like I've been doing it for a while. And even then, like they showed me how to deal with the good and the bad. So where I am today, it doesn't take so much of a toll on me. And I know like I'm gonna live for another day. I'm gonna have another opportunity to achieve those goals again.
Okay, that's good. Well, this is a very serious question.
Mm.
It's a very serious question that all of our listeners want to know, and I know that I want to know, and that is, can you line dance?
Yes.
You can line dance. You can do the where them fans at. You can do
Yes.
that. Oh, I love that booth. Oh, I love that. I love
That's
that.
my favorite one right now.
Oh, I love it, man. I love it.
That is that I love that one.
Unfortunately, I stopped dancing for about 10 or 20 years, and I have no rhythm anymore. I'm not cool. I'm
You
not.
can't do boots on the ground?
I can't dance anymore. I suck. I used to be really good.
Oh my
I
god.
used to be so good. I used to have swag. I know you don't believe it.
That one.
I used
My
to have
nana is doing
swag.
that.
You saw what?
I said I taught my nana how to do that one.
Oh, you did?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
So now there's a challenge.
Against your nana?
No, yeah, for you.
I'm not doing that. I'm not taking on your nana. Like I would go to hell for that. Stop.
No,
it.
I'm saying if I can teach my nana how to
Oh, you're saying because in my mind, like I'm thinking, oh, we're about to battle. We're about to
No,
I'm not gonna take on your nana. Like there's a special place in hell. That's right. I dusted your like. No, I'm not doing it. I get what you're saying though. I misunderstood you. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, so let me ask you this: Who's the star? Sha'Carri Richardson or something like that? Okay. So in a grudge match on the track, you got Sha'Carri Richardson. I got FloJo from back in the day with all the cool fingernails.
Not FloJo, okay.
Who do you think is winning?
FloJo. Wait.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow.
Wait.
Wow.
I'm gonna actually bring that back. I'm gonna take that all back.
Okay.
We're gonna think about us in today's time. If they're racing on the track in today's time. Without the drugs, without all of that.
We don't know that the drugs have been proven.
Yes.
We can't say that.
Yes.
What's that word you young folks use? Allegedly.
No.
Allegedly.
It was definitely that.
We don't know that.
We'll let her have her time, but definitely that. So if we take all of that away, I feel like Sha'Carri definitely has it.
Well, you know what, Tim? I just so happen to have a very good friend, Mr. Jordan Birden, who does stuff like this all the time, who can compare the old and young and do it on neutral. So I'm going to have Jordan work up one of his little doohickeys on one of his little spreadsheets, and we're going to see who'd win, FloJo or Sha'Carri.
FloJo will win.
No, we'll see. Like, we don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. It just,
Okay.
it was just a question. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. All right. So,
Yeah. Definitely.
tell me about this day, right? So, when you took this picture,
Mhm.
like, what's going through your mind right here? Because I know what I'm thinking is going through your mind, but I want you to tell me, like, what's going through your mind right here?
I was just like in awe. Like dreams turn to reality, actually. Like having the whole media day, like our media days weren't nothing like this in Division Two. So just having the whole experience, like I was very like blessed and I was taking it all in.
You look like, and I'm going to take my hat off for this. You on this picture look like you're playing spades. And you got the big joker, and you about to take it off your forehead and be like, get up!
Oh my
check,
god.
check, table for two. Let's
Right.
go. All of you guys are losers. Let's go. I'm here. I'm here. It's me. That's how you look. You look like me up there going, I'm Himothy. You can reach me at www.himothy.com. I am that dude. Like that. That is the confidence that is, and it's funny because you're taking it all in. But this picture is like, I'm coming. I'm coming. I just that
Yes,
stood out to
that
me.
was the goal. That's how I
Well,
wanted it to look.
you did it. You did it. You did it. All right, so let's talk about what's going through. Well, not only that, what happened here and what's going through your mind here.
So this was SEC's. This is triple jump actually. And yeah, what was going through my mind? There was a lot of cues going through my mind. I didn't triple jump since like I haven't been practicing it, so in this moment I was just like, get out there, jump, 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 jump. Like just hold my face and stay patient.
That's so funny because that look says I just kicked all y'all ass. Oh my god! I like that. That's the look on your face. Like I just whooped y'all ass. Oh my god! Where am I? Oh my god! Nobody landed out. Oh my god! Like that's the look you have. Like right there. That's why I was like, yes, this is the perfect picture. This.
Usually these pictures look so much worse. Like
say what?
I said, usually these pictures look so much worse. Like usually my tongue is all sideways and.
Well, hey man, one of the greatest athletes, Michael Jordan, used to do that. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Night 7 says definitely Flo Joe. My best friend in the world, Lamar Johnson, says Flo Joe all the way. Night 7 says T'oni, you are next. Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it. As you approach your senior year,
yes,
can you share with me, because you about to be the big dog. You about to be the big dog. Go dogs. Go dogs. Share with me some of the lessons that you've learned.
Throughout college, correct?
Throughout college, yes.
Yes. College was definitely a journey. It went by very fast. So my first lesson I would say is just enjoying every moment. Because one day I'm going to look back and just really reminisce about all these moments. I also learned like every day is just, you don't know what's going to come in every day. Like you can expect things to happen a certain way, but God always shows you like what you think is going to happen. He has something different planned and we might not know why or what's the reason, but a lot of trust I feel like happened during my years of college. And as I'm going into my last year, I feel like it's still a lot of trust that I'm sitting here and continuously having throughout my years. That's like started from my freshman year until now.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned like school, you can't play with it. My grades, like I love school, but I hate school. I don't know if y'all know that feeling.
You have a love-hate relationship
with school.
I get it. I get it. I had a love-hate relationship with class, but that's another story.
Yeah, me too.
I get it. I get it.
Waking up and just the long days, long nights, and just having to get back up for class. But I know, like, I'm so grateful to be in this opportunity to, like, saying, like, the things that I'm so tired. I have to wake up again and go to track practice. Like, I'm so blessed to be able to be in these shoes.
Yes.
And to be even able to be on this team and just have this opportunity. So I take every day as just like I take every day grateful and just happy to just be in the rooms and the doors that I'm in, because these are rooms and doors that I prayed about. And also just with school, like, even though the class and the studies are hard, like, one day it'll be over. I'll be working at a job or doing something else in my life. So I'm just really just enjoying every moment and just learning how to just go with the flow. Like, don't try to dictate every step, but just let it all flow and just trust in the process.
Okay. All right. I just have 4 questions left for you.
Okay.
And they're multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna ask that. Oh boy.
No, ask it.
I'm going to hell if I ask that. I'm not doing
Oh my gosh.
McDonald's or Burger King?
Neither.
Yeah, you gotta make a choice. You have to make a choice. You have to make a choice.
Are we talking about overall or burgers?
It doesn't matter. Anything.
McDonald's.
Okay. Superman or the Hulk?
Superman.
Superman, of course.
Yeah.
Jeans or skirts?
Jeans.
UGA or Georgia Tech?
UGA.
Go Dogs!
Is that even a question?
I just want an excuse to say go Dogs. It wasn't even about you. I used you to have a vehicle to say go Dogs. It wasn't even about you. You know what I mean? Right. I just wanted to say go Dogs. So go Dogs. No, T'oni, this has been so much fun. I thank you for joining me. I know the audience has enjoyed it, and we wish you nothing but luck in your senior year. And hey, maybe hopefully we will look up in 4 years and see you on the TV. Now, when you do, don't you big league me. Don't you big league me. Don't you not take my call. Because I'm going to be like, I remember you when. Right. I remember when I interviewed you, darn it. Don't you not take my call, T'oni. Dang it.
I can never
Don't you do that. No, and in all seriousness, T'oni, I recognized in that moment when I saw you do that, that number one, you want to win, right? And at the end of the day, I can rock with anybody on my team that wants to win, because it's about nothing else. And you do learn from losing. I agree with you there. But life, sports, competition, it's about winning. And I recognize that in you from a little bitty person. And you have carried that throughout your scholastic career. And I think you will carry it throughout your life. And I'm so excited for what is to come. I am thankful for you. I pray for you. And I want you to know that I'm rooting for you. And, just so I can talk a little trash when you get there, because, that's what I do. But anyway, thank you for joining us. We appreciate those of you in the chat. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate that. Night 7 says, great interview. You are being kind. Thank you for saying that. For those of you that did watch this, you can see us interviews, movies. We do movie reviews. We do TV shows. We talk a lot about sports. But the name of the channel is For My ATL Sports 1 on YouTube. Say again, it is For My ATL Sports For My ATL Sports 1 on YouTube. I'm tired. I've done 3 shows. But please like, share, and subscribe so that we can continue to bring content like this to you. T'oni, I had a great time, but then I always do when you come around, especially when we sit down on the space table. And you know how it goes, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that today. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that.
We're going to have to get it back on.
I'm going to be humble. I'm going to be humble. I'm not going to do that. Anyway, no, seriously. Everyone in the chat, thank you, T'oni. Thank you. I appreciate it. This was fun. Anytime you want to come back on, we can do this again. So next year, when you win another SEC championship, You
Yeah.
come back on here, and I can talk some more trash. Okay, we can have some fun.
Yes.
We're gonna have chips. What
Mhm.
LeBron say? Not one, not two, not. I'm tripping because you only got one more year left, so you can only get one.
Wait, you never know.
You never know. You never know. Hey, you heard it here first.
Yes.
Guys, thank you. I want to thank God for giving me this opportunity. Appreciate it. Thank God for leading T'oni my way and all of you in this chat and just everybody. Last but not least, I want to thank my brother Eric Parker and my friend Mr. Jack Spade for giving me my start in this business. You guys have an amazing day. Saturday, we will be doing a podcast on The Dark Knight Rises. And to those of you who are like, wait a minute, that was 13 years ago. We are doing basically all of the movies in the Marvel universe and some of the movies in the DC universe. And we just happen to be in DC on, you guessed it, The Dark Knight Rises. So if you've seen it and you want to talk about it, check us out. If you haven't seen it and you want to know about it, check us out. Either way, we're there Saturday, probably at 6. You guys have an amazing day. Thank you, and good night, everybody.
Hey, you just watched another entertaining and interesting for my ATL Fans Sports 1 show. If you enjoyed the show, please let T-Will know by hitting the like, share, and subscribe buttons. T-Will would have brought you this message himself. This guy doesn't know how to keep it short and simple, not to mention that outrageous laugh. Anyway, tune in next time and have a great day. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.